Chase perfection, catch excellence. Inherit quality, endorse ethics. Cross the limit, dream beyond.
I am stuck in my mind, I can't explain.
Green Valley Public School, Nellikkaparamb, Mukkam, Calicut.
Dear students and my friends, I am very delighted to be here in the occasion of celebration of World Science Day on November 10th. As we know, the World Science Day is celebrated every November 10th. Actually, it was one of the fruitful product of the World Science Conference held at Budapest in 1999. UNESCO decided to celebrate the World Science Day every November 10th since from 2002, and now this World Science Day is celebrating in the situation of pandemic COVID-19. So the World Science Day is celebrating in virtual platform like online lectures and in some interactions with the scientific community, etc. So here Science Day celebration held at Green Valley Public School is conducting talks and some other activities, as I know. So we know the aim to celebrate this World Science Day is to promote science to the society and to combat the society with the science. So the importance and the relevance of the science in everyday life is to be discussed in this particular day at least. So as we know, there are many aims put forward by the UNESCO to celebrate this World Science Day, which is to aware the role of science for the peaceful and sustainable society. We know the world is suffering due to this pandemic, and that's why they choose the theme for this year World Science Day is, the theme is Science for and with Society in Dealing with Global Pandemic. So how we can utilize the scientific knowledge to confront with the COVID-19, and how to aware the people about the COVID-19 protocols and precautionary measures and many things. There are some recommendations from the UNESCO about celebrating the World Science Day. One is to make collaborations between the scientists and the policy makers. As we know, if we think in the COVID-19 situation, the scientists are very busy with the research for the vaccines and antiviral drugs. So to implement and to utilize this for the entire community, very suitable and fast policy has to be developed by the policymakers. So that's very important. And the other recommendations are to strengthen the science policy. Everyday policy has to be strengthened by the scientific knowledge. That's also very important. And another one is building public trust in science. That's also very important because, as we know, without attaining the public trust, we cannot implement this development in the society. And ensuring the open science, that's also very important one, because the scientific knowledge and findings is to be accessible for the entire world. We know this COVID-19 is firstly found in Wuhan in China, and the scientists from China, they found the genome structure of this COVID-19, and they made it accessible for the entire community in the world. And the PCR test, polymerase chain reaction test, was invented from the Germany. So that is the advantage if we make this the results and findings available for the entire community. And another recommendation is to foster the action in response to the scientific findings. So once the vaccines are very effective and safe vaccines and antiviral drugs are coming, it is to be implemented or distributed all over the world without delay. That's also very important. So that's why we are celebrating this World Science Day with a theme of Science for and with science society in dealing with the global pandemic. And apart from this, scientific knowledge or scientific thinking is very important in our daily life. As a chemistry person, I can say that our everyday life is very close with the science. We can see different, we are making use of different scientific phenomena and scientific process or scientific inventions in our everyday life. For example, every day morning we are using toothpaste, for example, which consists of sodium monofluorophosphate as a fluorine source, and it also contains sodium lauryl sulfate as a foaming agent. So both of these are chemical compounds, and if we come to the soap, bathing soap or toilet soap, which is also a sodium salt of fatty acid or potassium salt of fatty acids, which is forming, we can see very attractive soap bubbles in the water. So soap we are using for the reducing the surface tension of the water, and which can bound the oily matter inside the emulsion, because the soap containing a hydrophilic and hydrophobic tail ends. So the hydrophilic tail end can direct towards the water portion, and the hydrophobic tail can direct towards the oil. So likewise, it can form a micelle, and which can form a emulsifier and containing the oil part inside the emulsion, and we can remove the oil from the dirt portion. Like this is also as a result of some chemical material. We are using different baking methods. For making bread, we are using raising agents. For example, yeast. Yeast contain an enzyme zymase, which can decompose the sugar into carbon dioxide and ethanol. So this carbon dioxide forms means rise the material and forming a soft matter, and even the ethanol content can give some flavor also to the baking material. And we are also using sodium bicarbonate as a raising agent, baking soda, so which can also produce carbon dioxide inside the cake. So which is also as a result of chemical reaction occur in the baking oven or whatever it may be. And we can find number of very attractive colorful material around you, like for example you can see the green leaves which containing chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a magnesium complex compound which can give a green color to the green leaves, and you can see the very attractive red color of the carrot, which is due to the beta carotene present in this carrot, which is a conjugated compound containing 9 carbon-carbon double bonds. And you can also I think you must have wondered about the very attractive color of the tomato, which is due to the inorganic compound which is known as lycopene, which is also a long conjugated organic molecule containing 11 carbon-carbon double bond. Like this, you may see different attractive colorful material around you. These are all due to different chemical molecules present in each of these objects. And you can also find, I think it is the most widely used drug in the world, that is caffeine, containing in the coffee that we have every day. So this organic molecule giving some stimulant to the central nervous system is also a chemical material. And you may feel some tearing effect while cutting the onion, which is due to the presence of a sulfur compound inside the in the onion, so which is very volatile material, and which is giving some tearing feeling to our eye. And garlic, we know garlic is very good antioxidant material, so it's antibacterial material also, so which is due to the sulfur compound itself present in the garlic, that is allicin. And like this, if we go through different materials which we see or use everyday life. There is science or chemistry behind this. So if even you can feel some very good attractive aroma, smell for different flowers, different organic materials like that. For example, jasmine. Jasmine containing benzyl acetate, which is an ester which gives the very good attractive smell, aroma of the jasmine flower. And even finally, if we go to sleep, there is also the work of a chemical compound known as adenosine, which binds to the certain receptors in our brain to give slow down in the nervous activities, which gives you a very good sleep. So like this, if we know or if we learn the science, we can enjoy each moment in our daily life. And even we can take some precautions if we use some chemically hazardous material as drug or fertilizer or pesticides, etc. If we know the chemistry or the science, we can take precautions. And nowadays we are widely using the sanitizers to kill the bacteria or the virus, and which are alcoholic material, ethanol or propanol based sanitizers we are using. And if we know the science behind each and every phenomena or different products that we are using, we can enjoy each moment in our daily life and even sustain the fragile world for a long time for the next generation also. Not only in chemistry, recently India, ISRO launched a new satellite, Earth Observation Satellite EOS Node 1 for the use in agriculture, forestry and disaster management. And like this, each and every day we are utilizing different science and technological developments for the betterment of our life. So you have to try to develop the scientific knowledge and understanding. So there is one famous quote. I conclude my talk by referring this famous quote by Kurt Levi-Strauss. He says, the scientist is not the person who gives the right answers. They are the one who asks right questions. So as a student, you can always ask very good questions and try to find the answers, and you will get very good answers, and which will benefit for the next future. Thank you.
Green Valley Public School, Nellikkaparamb, Mukkam, Calicut.